Imagine a world where one of the largest tech companies suddenly gets banned globally. Yes, we're talking about Huawei. Now, for a moment, let's paint a picture of the scale of Huawei's operations before the ban. This is a company that was the jewel in the crown of China's tech industry, boasting a global footprint in over 170 countries. Huawei was the second largest smartphone maker globally, outpacing even Apple, and was a leading player in the race to build the next generation of super-fast 5G networks. But then, out of the blue, the ban struck.
Hey there, amazing viewers! If you're enjoying this video and want to stay updated with our latest content, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to show your support by smashing that like button. It really helps us out and lets us know you're enjoying what we're creating. If you think this video could be helpful to someone you know, please consider sharing it with your friends and family. We're also eager to hear your thoughts and ideas, so don't hesitate to comment down below.
It was a bolt from the blue, a shockwave that rippled across the tech world, leaving many in disbelief. A giant had been halted in its tracks, and the repercussions were felt far and wide. The downfall of Huawei was swift and sudden. The company, which had been on a meteoric rise, found itself in a free fall. The ban not only affected Huawei's smartphone business, but it also dealt a severe blow to its ambitions in the realm of 5G technology. Imagine the shock, the disbelief that permeated the tech world. One of the largest players, a company that was at the forefront of technological innovation, was now facing an uncertain future. This was not just a setback for Huawei, but it also raised questions about the future of the tech industry as a whole. The ban was a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the volatility of the tech world. It served as a warning that even the mightiest can fall, that the landscape can shift dramatically and without warning. But how did we get here? What led to this shocking turn of events that saw one of the largest tech companies in the world face a global ban? What were the catalysts that led to this dramatic downfall? Now let's dive into the timeline of events that led to this unexpected turn of events. Stay tuned as we unravel the intriguing saga of the rise and fall of Huawei. Before we delve into the ban, it's important to understand how Huawei became a global tech giant. This story begins in the late 80s, when Huawei was a mere distributor of PBX switches in China. From these humble beginnings, Huawei grew by leaps and bounds, expanding its operations across the globe. By the mid-90s, Huawei had transformed into a global telecommunication equipment supplier. The company's dedication to innovation and quality was evident in its products and services. In fact, Huawei was one of the first companies in the world to launch a commercial 3G network, which revolutionized the telecom sector. Entering the new millennium, Huawei set its sights on the consumer electronics market. In 2004, the company launched its first mobile phone. Fast forward a decade, and Huawei was not only a major player in the smartphone market, but one of its leaders. Huawei's smartphones were lauded for their top-notch performance, innovative features, and sleek design. In 2016, Huawei outdid itself by becoming the world's third largest smartphone manufacturer, behind only Samsung and Apple. This was no small feat considering the highly competitive nature of the industry. Huawei's success was largely driven by its commitment to research and development. The company invested heavily in this area, often outspending its rivals. Huawei's rise was not limited to smartphones. The company made significant strides in the networking equipment sector as well. Huawei's networking equipment was used by telecom operators around the world, further establishing the company as a global tech powerhouse. But Huawei's success was not without controversy. While the company was praised for its technological advancements, it was also scrutinized for its business practices. This scrutiny eventually led to the ban that we will discuss in the next scene. Huawei's rise was meteoric, but the descent was even more abrupt. Despite the challenges, Huawei remains a key player in the global tech industry. The question now is how the company will navigate the turbulent waters ahead. But before we delve into that, let's take a closer look at the ban and its implications. The ban didn't happen overnight. Here's a timeline of how it unfolded. Our story begins in 2011, when concerns about Huawei's close ties with the Chinese government first emerged. The US House Intelligence Committee launched an investigation into Huawei and ZTE, another Chinese tech company, over suspicions that their equipment could be used for espionage. This was the first significant blow to Huawei's ambitions in the US market. Fast forward to 2012, the committee concluded that both Huawei and ZTE posed a security threat to the United States, advising American companies to avoid purchasing their equipment. This was a profound setback for Huawei, but the company continued to expand globally despite these allegations. Then, in 2016, a new chapter in this saga began. The US government blocked a series of proposed acquisitions of American companies by Chinese firms, citing national security concerns. This move was seen as a broader trend of increasing scrutiny over Chinese technology companies. The turning point came in 2018 when the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, proposed a rule to ban US telecoms providers from using federal funds to purchase equipment from companies deemed a security risk. Huawei was one of these companies. In the same year, the US government also banned federal agencies from using Huawei and ZTE products. The ban was due to concerns that the Chinese government could use these companies' technology to spy on the US. 2019 was a pivotal year. In May, the US Department of Commerce added Huawei to its entity list. This move effectively blacklisted the company, barring US firms from doing business with Huawei without a special license. The allegations of spying were now affecting Huawei's global operations. And then, in November of the same year, the FCC unanimously voted to designate Huawei and ZTE as national security risks, effectively cutting them off from billions of dollars in US telecoms contracts and subsidies. In 2020, the US government tightened the screws even more. They further restricted Huawei's ability to manufacture its semiconductors, a vital component for its products. This move was a significant blow to Huawei's supply chain and its capacity to produce cutting-edge technology. Finally, in the same year, the Department of Commerce issued regulations that required foreign manufacturers using US chip-making equipment to obtain a license before selling semiconductors to Huawei. This move further isolated Huawei from the global supply chain, pushing the company into a corner. So the ban was in full effect, but what happened next? The aftermath of the ban was no less dramatic than the ban itself. The repercussions were felt immediately, rippling through every facet of Huawei's operations. Perhaps the most significant impact was the loss of Android support. This was a blow to Huawei, given that Android's operating system was the lifeblood of its smartphones. Suddenly, the tech giant found itself without the very platform that powered its devices. It was like a ship without a sail, adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But the effects of the ban extended beyond the realm of software. Huawei's global business took a massive hit as well. Sales plummeted. Its reputation was tarnished. Partnerships were strained. The company that was once a titan in the tech industry was now fighting for its very survival. Yet amidst the turmoil, there were glimmers of resilience. Huawei didn't merely roll over and accept its fate. Instead, it fought back, attempting to adapt and overcome the challenges it faced. It started developing its own operating system, Harmony OS, as a potential replacement for Android. It diversified its product range, venturing into new territories like smart TVs and wearables. It made efforts to strengthen its ties with partners in other parts of the world. In many ways, the ban was a catalyst that forced Huawei to rethink its strategies and reinvent itself. It was a wake-up call, a harsh reminder of the volatile nature of the tech industry and the importance of self-reliance. The ban certainly left a mark, but it wasn't the end for Huawei. It was the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter filled with trials and tribulations, but also with opportunities for growth and innovation. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. Huawei is down, but it's not out. It's still in the game, still fighting, still striving to reclaim its place in the tech world. Despite the ban, Huawei didn't just sit back and accept defeat. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, this tech giant chose to adapt, innovate, and fight back. One of the most remarkable steps Huawei took was the development of its own operating system, Harmony OS. This was a direct response to losing access to Google's Android OS. The creation of Harmony OS is a testament to Huawei's ability to pivot and innovate. It's a significant move, one that demonstrates Huawei's determination to continue delivering high-quality products to its users, despite the hurdles. In addition to its technological adaptations, Huawei also shifted its focus to the Chinese market. The company understood the importance of its home turf and decided to fortify its position there. The Chinese market, with its vast consumer base, offered Huawei a lifeline during its turbulent times. This strategic move not only provided the company with a steady stream of revenue, but also reinforced its connection with its home country. However, the path wasn't always smooth. Huawei found itself embroiled in a series of legal battles, fighting against the ban in courts around the world. These legal battles were not just about seeking justice, but they also served as a platform for Huawei to voice its concerns and clarify its stance. They were a testament to Huawei's resilience and its refusal to back down without a fight. But perhaps the most noteworthy aspect of Huawei's response has been its resilience. The company has weathered the storm, continually adapting and evolving in the face of adversity. It has not only survived but also managed to innovate and grow amidst the challenges. Huawei has shown resilience in the face of adversity, but the future is still uncertain. It's a story of a tech titan standing its ground, refusing to be silenced. It's a story that continues to unfold, and only time will tell how this saga will end. The dust has settled, but the repercussions of the ban are still being felt. As we dive into the current scenario, it's clear that Huawei is weathering the storm, albeit not without challenges. The company, once a dominant player in the global tech market, is now grappling with a new reality. The ban has certainly shaken its foundations, but Huawei continues to adapt and evolve. In the smartphone sphere, Huawei's position has been significantly impacted. With reduced access to critical components and software, its market share has taken a hit. However, let's not forget that this is a company known for its resilience and innovation. Despite the hurdles, Huawei is finding ways to keep its smartphones relevant and competitive. They've launched their own operating system, Harmony OS, a clear testament to their commitment to adapt to the changing landscape. In the realm of 5G, Huawei remains a key player. The company's extensive patents and advanced technology keep it at the forefront, even amidst the ongoing constraints. But the road ahead isn't without its bumps. The ban has led to a certain level of uncertainty and skepticism around Huawei's 5G technology, potentially limiting its growth in this sector. Turning our gaze to the future, it's a mixed bag of possibilities for Huawei. On one hand, the company's resilience and adaptability could see it regain its footing, particularly if geopolitical tensions ease. On the other hand, the persistent challenges could potentially slow its growth and impact its global standing. In the realm of AI and cloud computing, Huawei is making strides, positioning itself as a serious contender. Its ability to leverage these growing sectors could significantly shape its future trajectory. However, the question remains, can Huawei once again become the tech titan it once was? The answer isn't clear-cut. With the tech landscape rapidly changing and competition intensifying, the journey ahead is fraught with uncertainty. Only time will tell what's in store for Huawei, but one thing is certain, it has left an indelible mark on the tech world. So what can we take away from this saga? Firstly, we must remember the rise of Huawei, a company that quickly became a global powerhouse in the tech industry. Its rapid expansion and innovative technologies made it a game changer, not just in its home country of China, but around the world. Then came the shocking ban, a series of allegations spanning from cybersecurity concerns to potential ties with the Chinese government led to Huawei being blacklisted by several countries. This ban was not just a political move, but a move that had a profound impact on the global tech industry. It disrupted supply chains, affected partnerships, and changed the landscape of the market. The aftermath of the ban was significant. Huawei faced significant challenges, from a drop in global market share to strained relationships with key partners. But it also revealed the company's resilience. In the face of adversity, Huawei adapted, seeking out alternative suppliers and developing its own technologies to fill the gaps left by the ban. Huawei's response to this crisis was noteworthy. Instead of folding under pressure, the company ramped up its efforts in research and development, focused on self-reliance, and continued to push forward with its vision. It has been a journey of adaptation and resilience, a testament to the company's determination to survive and thrive. As for the current scenario, Huawei continues to navigate the global tech landscape with tenacity. The future may still be uncertain, but the company's resilience and capacity for innovation suggest that it is far from being counted out. In conclusion, the saga of Huawei is a powerful reminder of how politics, business, and technology can intertwine. It's a lesson in resilience, a study in adaptation, and a testament to the relentless march of technology. The story is far from over, and we can anticipate more twists and turns in the future. This is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the relentless march of technology, even in the face of adversity.